say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. From the gun, give on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Fires to the big fella. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds a hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at
it. The play-action fake. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's fired. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Power football with the run. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's fired. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can could see, just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll run play action. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Fires into the end zone. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with the pick.
And how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turn it over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Hand off from the shotgun. Got the first down and more. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run.
Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Right back to the well. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Smashes through the tackle. Just dismissing tackles. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting this offense down close to the goal.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The Hurricanes in the hurry-up. Try to march their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The corners are walked up tight. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left, and they get him down. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They're going to go to the air on third and short. It's complete to the left. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Lets it fly. Connection to the right. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
That much time for any good QB in college football is not going to equal success for your defense. The defense has to do a better job trying to get pressure on the quarterback. He's way too comfortable.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Man, when you go over the middle, you got to be willing to take the punishment. You're going to get hit a lot of times anyways, so you might as well catch the football. But his arms starting to look a little bit like Reese Davis when the check comes at dinner.
NC State has to come up with a big play on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers there.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Hey, winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. And it's picked off by the defender behind. He's out of bounds. Couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete.
Man, and that wasn't a miss by much. And listen, as a quarterback, you don't want to miss inside. That's for sure where the danger is. But he leads him just a little bit too far out of bounds. You can tell receiver tries to throttle down, tries to get those feet in, but he couldn't.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the 1st down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
I tell you, you got to have great timing on these out routes. And the QB and receiver had that. Quarterback put it right out in front of him. Receivers just got to be able to make the play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Going for it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Russ. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
Man, I love on 3rd down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route, and I can have success because my quarterback knows exactly when he's going to break, and that defense is not going to beat my running back.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Trying play action. Under pressure and down he goes at the 33.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Using his legs, it's Bannon. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Touchdown, Miami. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. DB's right up on the receivers. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Pulls it in, it's Smith. There he goes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Leaves it with the running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. change. We'll kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, another big incompletion on third down now, and if you're the head coach, I wonder if you start thinking about making a change at quarterback because you don't have any points. You haven't been able to find any rhythm in the passing game. You're in the second half now, and you've got to be able to find a spark. And you just wonder if maybe the backup can give that to your offense.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking deep. He caught it, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Takes a handoff. It's Russ. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
To the air on second down. Pocket breaking down. Trying to escape and get it himself. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. Fires to the middle. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He gets a block. Touchdown, Caves! Special teams coming through. The third aspect of the game, delivering big time. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Blasted as he lets it go. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Trying to impose their will with the run. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Virginia Tech has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Lane Stadium. They're up by 7 over Boston College. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Going right to work up top. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion.
He's got it down the right side. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Working that left side. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Okay, break. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, that's not Lamar Jackson back there scrambling around. This is a guy the defense felt like if we can get him out of the pocket, flush him, we can get after him and chase him, bring him down. And they did that one pretty easy there, getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Nestled just inside that right upright. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one.
Set to advance on the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So first down will open up the final period. Going to the ground. Shakes off the defender. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They go to the ground. Turning it on! Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And the Canes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got to...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going to fire deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass this game, they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Taking it the other way. Inside the touchdown Hurricane. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake.
Going over the top. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Stepped out of bounds right at the 17-yard line after the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice...
Looking for the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pitch. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Yeah, and this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the 4th quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's going for the big play. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
The give out of the gun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
The give to the tailback. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Rush is on him. And that pass will be incomplete, and time has run out on this game. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.